Hello, St. Richards. Welcome to our first ever virtual Earth Day assembly. For those of you who don't know me, I am Miss Graber. I teach 3rd grade at St. Richards. And this is my backyard here in Broad Ripple. I like to call it Graber Acres. You'll notice there's some chickens back here. Was not planned. They just actually, I put a little extra seed out today and they seem to think it's for them to eat. So let's get started. One of the things I work on at St. Richards is our recycling program. We recycle markers, crayons, glue sticks, paper, that kind of stuff. And at home, I recycle cans and bottles and cardboard, just like your typical, the typical things you probably recycle at home as well. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about other ways to recycle at home, and that's just using the materials you have around the house to create other things. So for example, I took a paper towel tube and I cut out a bunch of strips out of a magazine and I taped them on the inside, and now I have a nice little Earth Day pom-pom. Because the sun is out, we're celebrating the earth today, and I thought this would be a lot of fun to have to play around with. It's like a baton as well. Now in my house, this will probably become a cat toy. However, you never know what you can do with a paper towel tube. So there's a little Earth Day pom-pom. And I also took a can. So after emptying and eating the contents, you can peel off this wrapper and you'll just have a nice plain silver can underneath. And what I did was, looking in my magazines, I found this picture with all these little paint sample polka dots on them, and I thought, well, that's a perfect thing to wrap my can in, and then now it can hold my colored pencils. So now I have a new little colored pencil holder. I mean, you could put anything in it, but this is now part of my remote learning classroom that's developed inside of my house. So there's another thing you could make. We've got cereal boxes that are that you can use to make a lot of different things. I took a cereal box apart, and when you cut it apart, save these sides, okay? We're going to come back to what you can do with the sides of it, but I cut the box apart to open it up into the cardboard, like brown gray stuff that's on the inside. And what I did was I went through my magazines again, and I created a little book. So my book says I Love Earth Day, only appropriate for our celebration today. I used some ribbon I found down in my Christmas supplies in the basement, magazines to create the front, and then I added some recycled paper on the inside. You can see this was a Raisin Bran box, and then I made a collage on the back. So you can use all kinds of stuff in your house to make different things for Earth Day, or just in general, using your creative juices to come up with something fun to recreate or repurpose in your home. And if you save those little side pieces of the cereal box, you can make bookmarks. So I've got a little rubber ducky bookmark, a cat bookmark, of course, because this is a cat house over here, and the Geico lizard, because who doesn't love that guy? And when you put your bookmark then in your book, it's kind of fun because then you have a little nice surprise, little friendly cow there saying hello when you go to read your next chapter. So those are just some of the things that you could do around the house. You know, be as creative as you want. Also, I mean, I've got packaging from inside boxes of shipments of things I've gotten in the mail. You could make a treasure map or a poster for your room, or for the basement, or you know, there's ribbon you can find. I mean, I've got ribbon and Christmas and tissue paper, all sorts downstairs. Again, magazines are a great resource, as well as just having a handy dandy box, which my cats also think are their new homes to live in. So be creative, St. Richards, have fun. Happy Earth Day. I hope everyone is staying safe and doing well, and we look forward to seeing you back at school.
Here are some pictures of our students completing Earth Day projects at home while we're away from school.
Today we will be highlighting all of the great work St. Richard's is doing to support our community and our planet. This February, St. Richard's earned our second Mastery Level Certification Award for the Indianapolis Thriving Schools Challenge for our sustainability projects in 2019. Thanks to Mrs. King and the entire Green team, who researched, collected data, and most importantly, engaged our students in real-world projects like litter cleanup. This school year, we grew our litter program by formally becoming a Keep Indianapolis Beautiful Adopt-A-Block school. Middle Division students spearheaded this effort with litter cleanup on Indy Due Day on our campus and the surrounding streets. Grade 3 student Mackenzie Atkinson took it a step further and recruited a few friends to complete an 8-week litter cleanup project during recess on the playground and soccer field. Mackenzie made sure to measure and record litter amounts each week to track their progress. Excellent work, Mackenzie and all.
Hi St. Richard's, happy Earth Day. This is Mrs. King. I'm a science teacher and one of the leaders of the Green team at school. And I wanted to show you my Earth Day project for this week. Here is my beautiful, beautiful backyard. I'm standing on the bridge. There's my house that goes over the creek. And we have this gorgeous creek that goes into the Fall Creek watershed. And it is just beautiful back here. Lots of wildlife, lots of flowers coming up for signs of spring, but also lots and lots of plastic trash like that. So my goal for Earth Day today is I'm going to take about 45 minutes to an hour and see how much plastic trash I can get out of my creek and out of our waterways. Yep, there's some. Once you start looking up close, you can find it, especially in these snags of branches, which normally that wouldn't bother me at all. Those are great, make great habitats for lots of kinds of animals, but they tend to catch the plastic bags and trash that wash down here, and it's just gross. Here's a piece of styrofoam in the woods. As you can see, one thing I have to be careful about though, I have to watch out for snakes back here. Lots of animals live back here. So I'll just take that, put it in the bucket, and we will take a look at some of the things I found. Dumped it out a little bit. You see there's toys in here, snack wrappers, rope, lots of plastic, a net, Tupperware containers, styrofoam, plastic straws, big trash plastic bags. It's really gross. But I'll tell you, I've got some of the bigger things in here. You can see this is a plastic hanging basket. And seriously, this is like somebody's, put it so you can see it, truck or car floor mats. That's huge and very heavy. And that was all wound up in the, there's in here also is like somebody's motor oil bottle, other plastic bottles, full oil 2-liter bottles, catering containers. So I'm kind of disgusted right now, but I'm glad it's getting picked up. All right, here we go. We're gonna use the spring scale and see how much trash I pulled out of the creek. Let's go. Straight up. Oh my gosh, all right. Well, the great news is that we measured, I think, 35 pounds of trash, which I was able to collect in under an hour, and most of it was plastic. And my feet got a little wet and a little muddy, but that was about it. So, you know, if we all just do a little bit, it really makes a difference. And I had a nice time outside today, taking a break from remote learning. So have a great Earth Week and have a great weekend.